Well, most welcome to Hello Port Harcourt this morning, this wonderful Tuesday morning. So let's get into it this morning. If you check our Facebook page, you'll find the conversation, you find the post already. It has to do with lust-driven corruption. Let me say that again, lust-driven corruption. My question is this: can you actually point where the stolen or the looted funds are spent on? Can you actually point from all the stories you've heard of former governors, former senators, local government chairmen, contractors, NDDC people, you name it. You know, when they say, oh, this man was indicted, right? The few that you have heard. Can you actually point where these monies have gone to? Because you see, I, like a good number of you, have gone out at night to the bars in Port Harcourt. I've not done that in about 3 or 4 years. I think since lockdown. I haven't been to a bar like overnight. You know, when you stay till like 12, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Hey, those days when we're in the world. I haven't done that in a while. But you see, there was a time in this country, right? And it's happening now. I know it's still happening. When you go to those bars, you'll be worried about your health, your mental health, because in those bars, in those clubs, some people would spend your annual salary. I'm not even joking. Inside this Port Harcourt here, they will spend your annual salary in front of you. In front. They will carry gas everywhere. And someone made a very interesting comment that got me and my friends talking a few days ago. That look, one of the biggest push for corruption in this country is lustful desires. That many of these politicians would like to carry girls and women that they could not carry when they were younger. They would like to spend their money on lasciviousness and frivolities that they couldn't afford in their youth. They wouldn't. And so you now find a scenario where a politician, a big boy who just got one contract with one IOC, will meet a girl, and rather than pay the girl for whatever services that he thinks he's going to get in our old Naira notes, he will tell her, I'll give you $500, $2,000, come bring your friends. And so when this man is not able to meet $2,000 every weekend to carry girls that he doesn't know from Adam to go and stay with him to make his ego feel a little more bloated than it already is, he now starts to inflate figures. Governor says this thing is 10,000. I say no, it's 125,000. Why? Because by Friday, he and his goons will go and carry guests from all over the country, all over the world. If you've never heard of stories of Nigerian politicians, Nigerian businessmen going abroad to spend money, please listen very carefully, right? In one of those tournaments that was held on this continent, Nigerian big men, Nigerian, public servants, were reported to go to a restaurant somewhere and they bought the whole drinks available. Not be say we hear, now waiting they see tell us. So the question is, can you actually, all the money they steal, where do they spend it? Bikonu, tell me, let me know.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. All right, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us. Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Our WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. And I'll go straight to the WhatsApp right now because thankfully some people have just vindicated me this morning. Good morning, Jude. I know that man. He is fair in complexion. We all loved him because of his dedication to his work. But trust Nigeria, we don't appreciate such people. A big shame. That's reverse truth from Port Harcourt. But that's the thing. I think he was appreciated. Once again, for the life of me, I just remembered him as I got into the studio this morning. Right, I'm trying to remember his name. He was a stocky figure, right? Yes, he was fair in complexion. And Jude, he was fair in complexion. Oh, somebody else. This is Teacher Grace says he was fair in complexion. The Air Force man. He was too dedicated at that Air Force junction. No other person. No other person. That's dedication. When your politicians, when your businessmen, when your church leaders are looting the money, do they show this level of dedication? Because, like I said, I was a boy back then, walking around. The Stadium Road was just one line. Was just one line of road. Wasn't that Ada George that did that road that time? We're children. And we always loved to go to that junction. Why? Because it wasn't like it was that dramatic. But you know, there'd been some dramatic traffic warders. No. But he was always see his uniform, starched every day. He could tear paper. That guy starched, boots black, shining every day. Eventually, they made the stand for him where he could stay and be shielded from the elements. Because before, he just used to be on the road, sweating. He will wipe the brow with the back of his wrist. You won't see that kind of person and say, no, this guy, he don't thief money. I'm not saying it's not possible, but like I said, he was dedicated. But look at the men and women that you have voted in or that you have lobbied to get into positions. Please, can you tell me where the money they stole, where the money they misappropriated? Can you just tell, where do they spend it? Have you seen it? Please tell me. Please tell me.
and the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info,
With Jude 2.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0810002, 08123-0007. All right, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. Call. All right, the WhatsApp number is 0809 616 08030.
It's Chris.
Chris, okay, go on, Chris.
Everything you have been saying since morning. There is something we call in my dialect, meaning as long as feelings in your DNA, in your blood. You see those criminals, when you do them, whoa, they return it back at you. Whoa, as long as feelings in your DNA, in your blood. You see those criminals, when you do them, whoa, they return it back at you. Whoa, their own, no remedy. In Nigeria, we have background. Look at in Nigeria. I know when they used to tie people on drugs in my lineup. You see that in my memory today. That is in my memory today. That is, if I see your pencil now, I will see your pencil. So to me, who is your role model now? Can you tell me your role model in Nigeria, the politicians?
Okay, fine. So, Chris, before I get to Abuchi and Dr. Chris, who are both waiting, so where do they spend the money on? Odogo.
Those money now you see them. And another thing, parents, how can you allow your daughter that is in school to send you 300,000? You can't ask questions.
Abuchi, good morning. Dr. Chris, please give us a minute. Go on, please, Abuchi.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
You see, the question is very numerous. You see, most of them, they buy properties in this country.
Okay.
For example, look at our former, what is his name, Central Bank Governor. Could you imagine somebody having such property? Our
allegedly
from the north, politicians, they buy cattle and give all these herdsmen. And this is why herdsmen and farmers' problem cannot stop. It's our politician that owns those cattle.
How do you know this? This is very strong allegation.
I'm telling you, I know many of them. I don't want to.
Okay, all right, interesting. Those are allegations.
For example, most of them has plenty of dollars, millions and billions of dollars overseas. I know somebody who is a minister now, who has acquired many properties, even in the state he governed before. He was even using his money to fight his state. This is not an allegation. I'm coming. You see, there is somebody now who is a very big, prominent person in the Senate who hires suits in many hotels and keep guests, which I even know some of the guests.
So they just keep guests there. What do they keep?